Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape here, and this is going to be a update video on the coolant leak and the battery issue. But first, I just this morning I got back from Janesville. If you saw my last video, I went there for Halloween. Went there for a Halloween party. Well, anyway, just because my parents weren't here either. They went to Southern Illinois for a visit for Halloween. Well, anyway, I had Alex's car right behind my truck, right in front of my dad's truck. That way, it wouldn't just be out here by itself. There's big space here, big space in front and back. I just pushed it back to that. I don't know, just for whatever reason. Well, anyway, I went to put it in neutral. That way, I didn't have to start it because I'm gonna get to why I didn't want to start it right now. But anyway, I put it in neutral, pushed it right behind my car. Well, I accidentally pushed a little too hard and didn't start slowing down in time, and I accidentally hit this car with the back of my bumper. Hit my girlfriend's car with my car, or hit my car with my girlfriend's car rather. Didn't leave any visual damage. The worst part about it, I would say, is I felt like maybe I might have. I don't think I did break it because I've driven it since then, but I accidentally, when I hit it, I was concerned that maybe I broke the parking knuckle, the parking whatever, like the little where you put it into gear. I don't know exactly how it works when you park it, but it kind of lurched my car forward a tad bit and went back. Oh well, I know it's not good for it. It's not healthy for the transmission or anything, but anyway, to the update now, since I've been rambling on about nothing. Well, anyway, you saw my last video on this was about, 4 days ago. I was at Walmart, there was a leak there. Well, I got under there, I tightened the drain plug, and since then, it doesn't seem to be leaking at all. That little drop doesn't look like that has nothing to do with it, I mean to say. I'll show you where it was leaking from. Let me get under here and show you. Hang on. Right in this area where my finger is, in that big hole, I believe, you can see like a black looking tube inside there. That's a little tube that is where it's like you untwist it and it drains out. You know what I mean. Well, maybe you do. Anyway, so that leak is gone. I just got leaves all over my body, all over my hair. Anyway, leak's gone, so I ain't gotta worry about my car. So I drove it 32 miles to Janesville and back. Still no leaks, and that would have given it ample time to warm up the engine, build up pressure in the cooling system. Well, anyway, on to my girlfriend's car now. Now I took it into the shop because it had a battery issue where it would drain. I said overnight, I believe, in my last video, or maybe I corrected myself. Technically not overnight, since we had just somewhat recently got my girlfriend's car over to my house, and because I'm not allowed over at my girlfriend's house, like on her property, for not unknown reason, for private reasons. But anyway, pop the hood real quick. Anyway, I didn't know exactly, nor did my girlfriend, because she's not into cars. She doesn't really know about cars. She didn't know exactly how long it took for the battery to completely drain. So what I have been doing is, well, I took it to the shop for them to figure it out. All they did was change these things, the battery posts. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with it, but even my dad told me, and I kind of knew, but got ripped off, paid $83 for that. But anyway, what I've been doing is, sorry, I'm catching my breath. So the first day I got it, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to wait one day to start it and see if it starts. All right, waited one day, it started up fine. Next time, waited 2 days to see if it'll start. I started it up, it started up fine. So now, the day after tomorrow, because I've already waited another day, it was yesterday morning I started it up. So not today, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. I'll start it up for 3 days, and so on until like 4 days, 5 days, or however long it takes to drain the battery. And I've been driving it around the block a couple times, that way it somewhat recharges the battery each time. But anyway, it'll basically see how long it takes for it to drain. And if it's like I had told my girlfriend, or my fiance, if it takes 2.5 or even more days to drain, well, chances are she's going to be driving it more often than 2 days at a time, you know what I mean? because, you know, especially when she gets her license, gets this registered and all that. So every day she'll be pretty much driving it. Even if she lets it sit 2 days, well, that's fine. And if ever a chance she has to go out of town for a week or something, she can just unhook the battery. It's not that big of a deal if it takes like a week or even just a couple days less of a week to fully drain the battery. It doesn't matter. I'm referring to if it was just sitting, draining the battery, because she'll be driving it and recharging it every time she drives it, so it's not really that big of an issue. Now, there is somewhat of an issue. I won't show it in this video. I'll show it another time. But anyway, now, before I get onto that, my car leaking issue's fine. The battery issue, it seems to be fine, because it's already been two days now, and it's fine. And the light's still on, too. But anyway, electric problem's not that big of a deal, and the coolant problem on my car is fine. The big issue I have now, which, since I'm not able to drive this as often as I'd like, one, it's not registered, and two, it is, I'm doing the testing about it, you know, every adding a day every time. Anyway, so the problem with it is, whoops, let me hold my phone a different way. There's, let me get the keys out of my pocket and show you real quick. It's almost as if the shifting stick thing, it's not lined up. Oh yeah, I've got to, hang on a moment. Oh shit. Well, anyway, the orange bit on it, there's some weird creaking noises. But anyway, what I'm trying to point out, I'm sorry, the little orange knob thing, it seems to be out of line, and whenever we shift it into drive, it seems to not want to shift out of first. Now maybe that is what we thought it was at first. Maybe the transmission's just bad and it takes it to warm up to shift the gears. Or maybe because on the orange, for some reason, there's two little slits orange, so you'll see one once it's in drive. There's one up above it too, so you can put it down. I've always been using the bottom. I know it's hard to explain, but I'm just wondering if maybe I haven't been putting it down all the way because it's out of line. I will do a video on that another time, but or waste the battery to take the keys out. That seems to be possibly another issue solved, but I'll see about it next time. But anyway, all other than that, it's just, that's pretty much all that's really wrong with this car. It's got new head gaskets in it, you know, lower mileage transmission. I mean, lower mileage, I mean, for all we know, that could be frickin' 221,000 mile transmission versus 222. Who the heck knows? But either way, it works when it warms up, and I'm wondering if it is that problem. But anyway, this video is getting to be way too long, and I'll see you in the next one. This was Tape the Ape, and bye.